Hey y'all, welcome to Cocktails and Controversy. This is a new little series that I want to do for you all. Generally on Fridays I come home and make myself a nice little cocktail and watch trash TV. So I figured why not start making the cocktail with you guys and like talk a little trash, gossip, spill some tea, all the things. I just want this to be like a little series where I can just be myself, chill with y'all, and like just talk trash basically. And every episode I'm gonna have like a little topic or whatever. Today's topic is some BS, but we're gonna talk about it. Today's cocktail is gonna be a raspberry lime Prosecco spritzer. It's a little drink that I kind of found on Pinterest, but I am tweaking it a little bit. So I'm gonna make it with you guys. I have my other camera set up so that you can see exactly what I'm doing and what I'm adding to the drink in case I don't verbalize it. But yeah, let's go ahead and start making our drink. I'm gonna first add some ice to my cocktail mixer and tell you guys what the topic is. So the topic today that I want to talk about, hold on y'all, is men asking us to rate ourselves. I've been seeing so many videos of men asking us to rate ourselves, and what I know is that is some bullshit, y'all. That is some straight bullshit. And it's basically men wanting us to reduce ourselves to the physical. When they say rate yourself, they're not talking about like you as a person, you as a whole. They're talking about rate yourself based on how you look, basically. And it's usually the rating that you give yourself, unless it fits their standard, they still ain't gonna go for it. So it really is some crap. I'm cutting up a line now, you guys, but it really is some crap, because what we know is that a lot of men's ideals these days are based on like a perception that's not even real. It's based on like IG models and porn stars and things like that. And so when they're asking us to rate ourselves, that's the perception they're speaking from, really, a lot of them. I'm not saying all, but quite a lot. And age doesn't matter, because you find a lot of older men these days who think the same way. Okay, you think you're meeting a man in his 50s or his late 40s or whatever, they're the same way. So I've added, let me go over what I've added to the drink. I've added a tablespoon of raspberry jam. That's Seedless Raspberry Organic Jam. You can get this at Whole Foods. I've also added 2 ounces of lime juice. I've added my ice. Now I'm gonna go in with my berry vodka. This is the Vodka vodka. I don't drink this unless I'm making a drink with it, y'all. It's just not the best vodka. But when you're making a drink like this, it really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna add, I don't know, about 3 of these little shots of this berry vodka. This is gonna give the drink a nice berry flavor. But getting back to the topic, yeah, add some kick up in that mofo. I had to go with 3 of those, but might add some more, y'all. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of simple syrup. But like I said, getting back to the topic, you know, these men, they want you to rate yourself based on the physical. And even, you know, those whose name we do not speak, KS, he used to talk to women on his little podcast or whatever, and it would always be about, you know, rate yourself, you know. And once they would give their rating of themselves, if they would say an 8 or a 10, of course he would start trying to tear them down if they didn't look like Evelyn Lozada. You know, the tear down would begin basically. So it was like, okay, you rated yourself now, but yeah, that rating doesn't work for me. So it's like, what is the point? The point is basically to minimize women to our looks. And so I hate the whole idea of that. And recently, one of my family members came across somebody in the mall that was trying to get women to do that. I'm gonna open up my Prosecco now. Gotta be careful, use a towel when you do this. It's not scary, you guys. Just pull the top right off. Hope that it comes off. It's coming. Come on. Boop, there it goes. I always do this carefully because you don't wanna lose a tooth. But now that I have most of my ingredients in the cocktail shaker, I added my lime juice, my raspberry jam seedless, I've added my vodka, and I added a little bit of simple syrup. So you can buy simple syrup instead of making your own. That's all that's in here. I'm gonna give this a nice little shake, and then I'm gonna pour it into my glass and then add the Prosecco. So yeah, this is gonna be a nice little drink, y'all. Nice. And if the raspberry jam doesn't break up all the way, you can always use like a muddler or a cocktail spoon to mix it even more. I'm gonna give this a good shake. But yeah, everything these days seems to be getting reduced down to the physical. Like, that is where so many people's head is these days. Everything is about how you look. Everything is about, you know, how close you fit the ideals of IG models and porn stars and, you know, BBL, you know, girls and all that stuff. It really is like, how close are you to that when they're asking you to rate yourself? And that's why it is some complete bullshit. When people walk up, and they used to do this on 3rd Street in Santa Monica. I remember going out there with some friends and there was somebody out there doing this. But if you walk up on me and ask me to rate myself, I'm gonna ask you to go yourself, basically, because that's some BS. So I've added my drink to the glass, you guys, and now I'm gonna go ahead and top it off with some Prosecco. Oh my goodness, I can smell the lime, and now I can smell the Prosecco. Prosecco smells so good. All right, I'm gonna add a couple of these lemon slices that I sliced up to my drink. Oh, look at it overflowing. Look, it's overflowing, y'all. I don't even care. The Prosecco reacts to the lime, so it's gonna kind of overflow a little bit, especially if you don't pay attention like I didn't. But it is all good. I'm gonna take a napkin, wipe this up. But yeah, getting back to our topic, we cannot let ourselves be reduced to looks or ideals. A lot of men are just talking out their asses these days, saying what they want and this and that. You know, everybody wants a traditional woman, everybody wants this, that, they want you to be perfect, but they also want you to pay half the bills and everything. It's so many contradictions out there. And of course, I'm not talking about all men, and of course there are women who also contradict themselves, but I'm addressing a specific thing right now, so we're gonna talk about that specific thing, and that is men. A lot of them are just all over the place, like, and if you listen to them and you follow what they're saying, you're gonna be so confused, especially these young women who don't have the experience and, you know, the history behind them to kind of know. It can really have you like tripping, like, is something wrong with me? Or no, it's not something wrong with you, it's something wrong with your generation. But I'm gonna take a sip, you guys, and then we're gonna move over to the couch and finish talking about our little topic here. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's good. That is good. I taste the vodka. I taste the raspberry. That raspberry jam made it just sweet enough, like so good. I taste the lime juice, of course, and the Prosecco just makes it so fresh, y'all. Oh my God, I can just drink this like a soda. And that's not good. I can drink this like a soda. But I'm also nibbling on some olives here because I haven't really eaten dinner yet. My dinner is actually on the way. And I don't want to get too drunk, y'all. You know how you get drunk on a Friday night, then you get to shooting off text messages and what? Yeah, we don't need that. Let's move to the couch and talk a little more. Okay, you guys. Oh, this drink is so good, y'all. It's so good. But yeah, getting back to my topic, yeah, men asking you to like rate yourself, or men who in general have the mindset of like these ratings of women, they generally leave out anything that has to do with your character, your accomplishments, what you have going on. Are you a volunteer? Are you helping your community? Like, they don't care about none of that. Like, they don't care. They want to know what you think you look like so that you can minimize yourself to that, so that they can feel justified in treating you a certain way, or treating women in general a certain way. Or, because honestly, sometimes even if you rate yourself a 10 and you are a 10 in their eyes, they still ain't gonna treat you right because they ain't right on the inside. But or they just use it as a way to just basically eliminate from their own dating pool in a way that feels justified to them. Like, it's just so ignorant. A lot of it is just so sickening. And even though those who name we do not speak is gone, KS, I know there's going to be another one to replace him. It won't be Fit, Fresh, and Funky because their YouTube channel got canceled. You know, that crap got canceled. I think YouTube was just tired of getting complaints about them, how disrespectful they are towards women and so forth, and how they promote terrorism against women and so on. So their YouTube channel got canceled, so they won't be the ones to replace KS, you know, with the whole rating system and, you know, promoting looks only and all that. But I'm sure there will be another one that will think they can do what he did and promote what he did and so on. But I never understood the women who called in to him. You know, you knew that you were calling there and that he's gonna have you rate yourself, but you still did it. I never understood that, you guys. Let me take a sip. Because it just could never be me. Like, if I would have called in and then rated myself, and then he said, well, you got 2 kids, you know, you're a size, you know, 14, blah, 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 and then whatever, I would have cussed him and his whole lineage out. Like, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have been a good show that day. So, like, I could never understand the women who called in to, like, subject themselves to that, because you already knew that unless you look like a certain thing, because y'all know the ratings he gave to, like, some of these celebrities, like, reality TV celebrities and stuff, they always got high ratings, but always the ones that looked a certain way, you know, like caramel complexion and lighter, you know, long weave, or, you know, light soft textured hair, blah blah blah. Like, those are the ones that got the high ratings. Low ratings was always like dark skin, heavy set, blah blah blah, or not even heavy set. Even some of the dark skin women that were like thin, like petite, he still gave low ratings to, or whatever. He still would come back with some reason that they couldn't be that rating or whatever. So I just hate the whole idea of this, and I just think it's putting more and more of a gap between men and women. Like, there's such a growing gap between men and women, especially, and I'm gonna say this, especially in the Black community. I see it, I feel it as a Black woman, I feel it growing, like that gap. And because I'm pro-woman, I'm trying my best not to, like, fall into that. And because I have a really good man in my life too, a good Black man, I never want to fall into that. But at the same time, I always want to be woke to how other men are feeling towards women. For one, for safety. For two, just for overall lifestyle and whatever, because you never know what can happen in the future. Like, I just want to be woke on everything. And I see a huge gap growing between men and women, especially in my community. It's sad. I hate seeing it happen like this, but it's the reality of what is going on. And unfortunately, you know, a lot of us are getting reduced to looks. Like, what you look like, what that mouth do, like, everything is about that. So yeah, I just want to talk about that because earlier I was watching some TikToks and those kept coming up. And because so many young people spend so much time on TikTok, it's just like, that's all they're absorbing is this type of shit. You know, rating women, this, that, like, and so they go to school with their little classmates that maybe they got along with before, and then they start projecting that mindset onto them. And it's just sad. It's just sickening. Anyway, y'all, cocktails and controversy. I can't wait to bring you guys another one. Sometimes it'll just be me talking with y'all. Sometimes it'll be other people here talking with y'all about whatever topics. I got some good ones coming up, including religion and astrology. That's a conversation I recently had with a good friend of mine. Can you believe in religion and astrology at the same time? And do you believe in astrology? And are you religious? Like, I want to talk about it. I'm gonna spill exactly what I think about it. And yeah, I got a lot of other topics to talk about. I want to talk about, like, at what age does it become your responsibility to build a decent life for yourself? Like, up to what age can you still blame your parents if your parents messed up? Up to what age can you still blame them for how your life turns out? I want to talk about, of course, a little bit of colorism. I have an issue that I want to talk about with that, with the whole Erica Mena thing, her calling Spice a monkey and things like that. Like, can you be triggered to be racist, or are you already just racist? Like, because I get into some volatile situations on my regular job, volatile arguments with people, confrontations with people, and it does not bring out the racist in me. So it brings out the racist in them sometimes, but not me. But yeah, those are some things that I want to talk about in the upcoming cocktails and controversy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to make this cocktail, I'll run down the ingredients real quick. Strawberry, I'm already effing up. Raspberry jam, I prefer seedless and organic. vodka, you can use berry vodka like I did, or you can use regular vodka, lime juice, Prosecco, ice, and lime slices. I used a little bit of simple syrup because I like my drinks to be a little sweet. I don't like them too bitter or too strong, but you can leave out the simple syrup if you want to and just have it like really tart and tangy. But super easy drink to make. I will leave the ingredients and the measurements in the description of this video. I will also leave a link to my outfit, even though I didn't talk about it. Woo woo, we comfortable today. But yeah, see you guys next Friday on Cocktails and Controversy. Y'all gonna get mad at me. Some of y'all gonna start to hate me by the time this is really getting into it, but it's all good. At least you'll really get to know me.